Hello, everyone. Welcome to New Gen Politics. New York City is spending $35 million on migrant prepaid debit cards, with 1 in 4 New York kids living in poverty. Nearly 2 million residents were unable to afford basic necessities like housing and food in 2022, this including 420,000 kids. So according to this Fox News article, as New York City Mayor Eric Adams sets to dish out $53 million in prepaid credit cards to illegal migrants, a startling new study has revealed that more of the city's residents are becoming poorer, with 1 in 4 children now living in poverty. Nearly 2 million, or 23% of the city's residents, were unable to afford basic necessities like housing and food in 2022, according to a new study by Columbia University and Robinhood. That was a jump of nearly 500,000 residents compared to 2021, with the child poverty rate also increasing from 15% to 25%, according to the study. That means around 420,000 New York City kids were living in poverty in 2022. The report calculated the national poverty rate at 12%, with the New York City poverty rate nearly doubling that figure. At the same time, New York City has provided for more than 178,600 migrants since spring of 2022. Because of this ongoing crisis, Adams says that it will cost the city at least $10 billion, and Governor Hochul recently revealed the state will pitch in another $500 million to help the migrants. At the same time, Adams recently announced a controversial $35 million pilot program to hand out prepaid credit cards to migrant families housed in hotels. The Post revealed on Tuesday that a family of 4 migrants with 2 children under the age of 17 could get $15,200 a year under the program. So this is how your government treats you. A quarter of your children that are actually born in this country are living in poverty in New York City. And instead of doing something about that, New York City decides to allow all these illegal immigrants in, remember they're sanctuary city, and then take care of them instead. So all those excuses you've heard of them saying there's nothing they're able to do about the poverty in New York, yeah, it's a total lie. It's clear that they just don't care about you. Their intentions are not to help poor Americans, their intentions are to help poor illegal migrants. And I'm not one for government handouts either. I don't think they're good, and I don't think they help people in the long term, especially not the amount we give out currently. But if you're going to give out handouts to a large group of people, why are you not giving it to Americans? Why have you sat on it and waited to give it to a bunch of illegal migrants? You know what would be less expensive than taking care of them? Sending them back home, where they belong, which is not in this country, currently ruining the city of New York. And after the announcement of this, and Trump's verdict this week, which has just totally killed business in New York is basically a dead city. It's a rotting husk. It's a dead whale fermenting on the coast. It's over. New York City is a dead city. And if you don't think it's dead yet, it's taking its final breaths as everyone leaves and is replaced by illegal migrants with more crime. The crime rate has skyrocketed. The poverty rate has skyrocketed. Cleanliness is down. All the infrastructure is collapsing. All the businesses are leaving. What can be done to save a city like this, especially when the governments in charge are doing everything in their power to make it worse year over year? And this is exactly what they deserve, to be fully honest. You elect Democrat leaders for generations and see what happens. This is exactly what happens. You look at every other major city in the US that's an absolute nightmare hellhole, they're all run by Democrats. Not a surprising coincidence. So this program is just, it's sickening, really. It's really disgusting how our government treats our citizens versus how they treat citizens of literally anywhere else. The reports have said migrants have come from over 170 countries. We're not stopping or vetting any of them, really. So America is taking care of people from literally everywhere else. Literally everywhere else besides our people here. That's how much they hate you. It's not just neglect or stupidity. They hate you. Our leaders hate you. They seem to enjoy making your life as miserable as possible at every given opportunity. And so what are you going to do, New York? Are you going to continue down the same route? Are you going to let your city die? Are you going to let your state die? Or are you going to actually look for some change? We have an election coming up that could change everything for you. So maybe try switching to a president who cares about economics, who cares about the people of America, who cares about safety, and look to get rid of your governor, get rid of your mayor, and do something for the people of New York. Stop doing something for the government of New York. That's all you do when you elect them. They don't care about the people. They don't care about you. All you're doing is helping the government of New York retain its power, these people to retain their elitist status, and you're making your life worse with every decision you make to support them. And if you don't want to hear it, and then just check back in on New York in 4 years and see how it's doing. If Biden wins, do you really think it'll be doing better? It's funny how all these problems have gotten worse while Biden's been president. But now that you've heard what I think, please let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.